What is going on here? This is the existing subfloor before we put the new carpet pad and carpet down. What am I doing here? Well, these were, for some reason, there were bulges, nails, not nails, but see, this was underneath the carpet pad. Nobody bothered to do anything. I have no idea what's going on with this. You see there? They just put the carpet pad right over stuff like this. A little bulge here, there. You can see them. Okay? And that's what I've been doing. That's another reason you don't want somebody to say, oh, I'll rip your carpets up and install them for free if you buy the carpets from us. Because they're not going to do stuff like this. I'm just taking my putty knife and kind of cleaning this stuff off of here. This is that OSB plywood, 3/4 inch, tongue and groove. So taking a little bit off the top is not going to hurt it. Okay? But it's just kind of random on this floor. And I don't want little bulges like that, so that if I'm walking, I can feel them underneath the carpet pad and that sort of thing. Okay, so I've just got my trusty construction light here, and then I just shine it, and then it makes it easier for me to see everything. And you know, I'll be done with this. It's not going to take me that long to do this. I've already done most of it, but I just concentrate on doing one piece of plywood at a time. Do this one, then that one, and see, I've got that plywood and that plywood to go. And I've already done out here. There was little bulges all over. From, you know, maybe they had some other sort of floor in here, and they had to dig it up, and before they had carpet here last time. Now this room, I don't think I've done this room, but I piecemealed it, so I still have to go through it. See those ridges right there? See them? Look at that. You want to put your carpet pad and carpet over those types of bulges on your floor? I don't. And so when I do that, there's some that are dug down fairly low. Let's show you. I did the closet and I noticed one that was kind of dug down right here. See, I mean, it's not that low, but there's a depression. So if I put the carpet pad on here, it could go down in certain areas, okay? And so what am I going to do with that? Well, I got my fix-it-all here, and I'm just gonna when I get done with all the floors and sweep up, I'll just take this. See? Fix it all patching compound for patching cracks and holes in plaster, wallboard, wood, brick, and concrete. And it's an underlayment. And see, I'm going to use that same stuff. See where they were short right in here. Look at that. See that gap? You have a tendency of feeling that underneath your carpet pad. You're not supposed to have that, so I'll probably go from there all the way through there, and I'll use my fix-it-all, and I'll just use my sheetrock pan, and I've been using this to mix up some concrete and stuff, and that's why it's all messed up now. And I've got another pan that I'll use for sheetrock from now on. I don't think I'm going to use this one. Okay. But I'll probably just use a 3-inch putty knife when I go over that. And you see this? Here's a little piece of metal. I save those, and I get it out of track. And I'll show you that in a minute. See that hole right there? I'm going to put a little piece of metal over it. Here's another hole I noticed. If you don't cover up these holes, if you have mice or bugs or anything that get in your house, get underneath your floor, get in your attic or underneath your subfloor or whatever, maybe they can get into your house. And there was a couple spots. Where were they? There was some places. Oh, here. See this? They had a hole here from before, and they took a piece of metal and they screwed it down. That's what you generally do when you see holes. You don't want to leave those holes. Plus I don't want to have extra moisture come up here. I'll have to take that piece of tack strip out, and then I'll put a little piece of metal there. Now, if you don't have little pieces of metal, what can you do? You can go to the store. You can get a little 18-inch by 18-inch piece of galvanized sheet metal if you want. Or what I usually do is I get track. See this? This is called 3 5/8 metal track. It's for metal studs. When you build walls, that's your bottom plate, and then you put your metal studs in there. Boom, boom, boom. Screw them with little tapping, not tapping screws, but just little screws. And when I was in construction, I did a lot of commercial stuff, and all the inside commercial buildings going up to T-bar ceilings and different things like that. They use metal track. This is 25 gauge metal track. This one just happens to be 3 5/8. They have different sizes for different walls and different thicknesses and stuff. And I just use that. You can get that over at the Home Depot in 10-foot long lengths. If you can't get it in the car, cut it in half. 5 foot with your 10 snips. Just cut it with 10 snips, and then you can shove it in the car. I use that for little patches, or if I need just a little angled piece, I'll just cut off a piece. Boom, like that, straight across, and then I cut it in half, and I got 2 little L pieces, in case I need to attach whatever it is I need to attach inside a wall, whatever. So I made sure I brought that with me today, and then I'll go around. Now see this floor here. I've cleaned up some of this. But see, I haven't done everything, because here you see the bulges again. And on this floor, this is going to have that vinyl. See there? Look at that. It's going to have the vinyl planking, and it's only less than 3/8 thick. So all of this stuff has to go. And then I'll mix up my fix-it-all, and I'll go over these different areas. That's what I'm going to do. And I noticed there's another spot over here. That's why I wanted to get the tack strip out of here. See, they got a foundation bolt here for some reason. Maybe there's a hurricane anchor that goes in there for earthquakes and earthquake resistance and stuff. I'm gonna have to cut this out. This is some bitch-a-thing flashing that they put down before they installed this sliding glass window system from before, and they just left that because they thought, carpet's going to go over that anyways. Well, carpet's not going over it anymore, is it? Took that out, and now I'm going to put vinyl flooring, planking, and I need to get rid of this hole. So I'm going to have to cut this back, clean that out, vacuum it out, and then I'll fill that up with my fix-it-all. I thought I was going to have enough fix-it-all, but hey, if I don't, I have to go back to the store and get some more. I'll get some more, because I want this place to look nice when I get done, right? Look at that. There's a little hole right there. I can feel underneath the baseboard. I can put a piece of flashing there, let this flashing stick out, and screw it down. And once I take all this carpet out, when I took the carpet out, I cut it in smaller bits. I thought I was cutting in smaller bits. That one's pretty long there to fit in the on-site dumpster. That's why I cut the pad was 6 foot wide, and I cut it in the middle. It was about 3 foot wide, and I've been throwing it little by little inside the dumpster. I've got enough time before the flooring guys get here. They're not going to be here for another 2 weeks, and I'll have all this stuff done. Okay, but I noticed over here, see the gap? See that gap right there? Right in there. It's okay for carpet, but I'm putting the planking, and I may not want that there. You're getting more air coming in through the subfloor underneath, and it's coming up into your house. Speaking of extra air getting into your house, whenever you have an exterior wall, okay, such as this, you take your cover plate off and you put your hand up there and you'll feel either heat if it's hot outside in the summer or in the winter. We're in the winter now. I can feel the exterior. I can feel air coming through there. And this one I can feel a lot of air. And where the coaxial cable is, oh yeah, I can feel all kinds of air. And so before I put those cover plates on, or just even after I put the cover plates on, if I don't have time, I'll make a little honeydew list. One of my honeydew list things is going to be get some little foam inserts. You can get, you take your cover plate off, and then the foam thing has a little notched area for light switches, and then you kind of pull that out. You put the little foam thing in here and it covers all that, and it fits just a little bit behind your overall cover plate face frame and your face cover. And so you put that on there, and that's your insulation. And then for here they have knockouts for these little ones, and then they have knockout for the rectangular one, which is like your light switch. And then they've got knockouts on it, but you don't have to use knockouts. You just leave it blank, or maybe there's a knockout in the middle, and I can put these through the middle. Or this happened to be a double coaxial cable cover plate, and if the cover plate, or if it's in the middle of both, then I just take the knockout like that and run it through there. And then if I really wanted to, I could cut some little bit of extra foam, put it in there, put some caulking around it, whatever. Okay, because that you're getting the air. Even if you have insulation inside the walls, and see there's insulation, bat insulation, see? There's some of it. Even though you have that on exterior walls, believe it or not, you still get the air through there. I don't know how, because you got plywood on the outside of the condos, or stucco, or lap siding, Tyvek paper over that, moisture barrier. You're still going to get air through there. Some of the air is going to come through the wall, some of the air is coming up through the subfloor, because on the subfloor maybe there's holes drilled down through the subfloor, maybe, you know, for the electrical, if there's any electrical that goes down there, or maybe they didn't, some places make you seal any penetrations that are on the floor, or maybe even caulking on the bottom plate, you know, before you install your sheetrock. They do all kinds of stuff like that nowadays, but you know, this was built 15 years ago. So anyways, that's what I'm working on today. I was getting ready to paint, and when we found out from the carpet guys it's going to take an additional week to order the carpet, and so they're not going to be here until like 3 weeks from now, before they install the carpet and the vinyl planking. So that gives me plenty of time to do all my stuff. And today I just thought I would kind of take it easy. I wouldn't get up on the ladders back and forth painting the ceilings yet. I thought, hey, this eventually has to be done one way or another before I get done with this job, right? Before all the carpet padding comes in and the flooring and all that. So why not just do it today? Take it easy this morning and regain my energy, and then I'll have all this swept up. And speaking of sweeping up and stuff, I was thinking, here's one more thing I was thinking about. On these existing floors, I took the carpet out, the carpet pad. Lots of times you take a look at the existing tack strip and look and see, first off, if you have any odor areas where your cat's been pissing against the wall, or your dog or something like that. If you see any saturated tack strip, of course you're going to pull that out, right? Then you can treat your baseboard, you can treat your wall, you can treat your subfloor if it's wood, or if it's a concrete subfloor, and you can take that out. Okay? Now, in here initially there was no tack strip because there was that oak or that cedar little thin planking. So before that there was probably tack strip, and then they ripped that out to put that cedar. planking. So, you know, there were certain areas where there wasn't any tack strip. But then, as I'm scraping these floors, I was taking a look at some of this tack strip, and I took this one out. See, this was an older one. See how the nails look a little rusty on there? Look, that one was right there. Okay, and I looked at that. Oh, actually, it was like that. Okay. Let's take a look. Yeah. Okay. It was like that. Okay. And so I noticed that, and I thought, you know, I'm not leaving that. So I took it out. Some of the nails were loose. It's all rusty, and that tells me that, you know, the last person. Here's what happened. The last time they installed carpets, they took up any old tack strip that was really bad, that was really rusty and stuff. Cause see, and then in other areas they just left it. They thought, oh, it's okay. See this piece of tack strip right here? That looks almost new, doesn't it? I mean, 4 or 5 years old. Okay, that one looks new. This one doesn't look as new. This one looks even worse. This one. Okay, so I know they probably replaced the carpet 3 different times. The last time they installed the carpet, they replaced this piece of tack strip. 2 times ago, they replaced that piece of tack strip. 3 times ago, or 4 times ago, they've not done anything. They've left this tack strip. See how old it is? And kind of rusty. The nails and stuff. Do I want to leave that? I could leave it, but I'm not going to. See around this door here? See how old these are? They'll probably still hold, but those 3 are older than that piece of tack strip. Can you see the difference? Let's just go along here. That one's old. Look how rusty the nails are. That one's old. That one's old. Those are old. That one's a new one. From there to there, it's fairly new. Okay. Here's I see some other old ones right there. That little section there. That one's kind of okay. Most of these are not that great. I'm not too satisfied with that tack strip. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to take out the rest of this tack strip. Okay, I took some out downstairs. I showed you how to remove tack strip, and I removed it with a shovel, or a pointing shovel. Comes right up. Okay, then because most of the time when you're having somebody reinstall or install a new carpet for you, it's pretty much a given. They bring their tack strip out. The tack strip is something that they include in the price anyways. Whether or not they install it or piecemeal it and leave the rest of the old tack strip, your price is the same. So why not get the brand new stuff? I want brand new stuff. This condo's 15 years old. I know some of this tack strip is that old. There's some more old stuff right in there. Do I want to leave that? I'm not leaving it. Forget it. So you can decide whatever you want, but if you end up having somebody come out, oh yeah, we'll take your carpet out and we'll bring the new carpet in and we'll install it. We're not even going to charge you for the install because you bought the carpet from us. Do you really think they're going to go around and pull up the old stuff for you and replace it? And then if you see some pet stains here and there, do you think they're going to sit there while you try to figure out how to fix those pet stains while they're sitting there, money ticking away down the toilet out of their wallets because you're sitting there scratching your head thinking, how am I going to get these urine stains out of the floor, and these guys are here wanting to install a carpet. Okay, so do yourself a favor whenever you decide to get your carpets replaced. I would highly recommend you taking the carpet out on your own if you're able, or you and a friend, or if you're disabled or you're too old or your back hurts or something and you've been watching my videos, you know the different steps that need to be done, right? You could tell a friend, hey, come on over, can you help me? And I'll kind of direct you. You know, I got a bad back and I appreciate the help. And you tell him how you want the carpets removed and how to remove the pad and the staples. Remember all the staples that were in this floor? I pulled them all out. I pulled them all. Just about every single last one of them. And now I'm scraping and cleaning up the floor, and then I'm going to patch it, and then I'm going to take the other stuff out. Now if you got the urine stains, you can treat those. I would treat them. I would just take simple green and brush it down and wash it out as best I could. Then after that dried, I would take bleach. I could put it in a Hudson sprayer and spray the bajunior out of your different areas, okay? Bleach kills just about anything. You don't need any special cat urine remover stuff, or if you do, fine. Go get it, put it in a Hudson sprayer, and spray it on there. Get a Hudson sprayer, cheap little 1 gallon Hudson sprayer if you don't have one, that probably costs less than $15. Okay, put it in there, treat your area, then take some Kills primer, put the Kills on there. You can put the Kills right on your subfloor, on your wood subfloor, or if you got concrete, you can put Kills right on the concrete. After you treat it, after you clean it, obviously you can't just put it over your urine stuff. Do the same thing on the walls. See, here's my I had that from the last job. There's probably 3/4 of a gallon in there, and I just keep it around. I never know when I'm going to use it. Kills, K-I-L-Z. This is Kills 2 latex, multi-surface stain blocker, interior exterior water base. It means you can wash up with soapy water, you know, in your hands and tools and stuff. And they have different types of Kills product. They probably have 5 or 6 different ones. Pick out the one you want. Talk to the salesperson in the paint department and tell them your project. Take a few pictures. Show them what you're trying to do, and they'll recommend whatever type of Kills product to use for your project. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep sticking on this floor. I got just a little bit left in here, and I did all this at the end of the day yesterday. I was doing some other stuff. When I got tired, I thought, okay, while I'm resting, I'll be down here on my hands and knees, you know, scraping this stuff with my back support on, with my knee brace on. Here's my pad. Remember, my pad was falling all apart. I took duct tape and I just put duct tape on there and fit it all back together because it's got the handle. I like this thing. This thing's been with me for, I don't know, almost 15 years now. And so I use that, and then I just use this putty knife. See how small it is now? That's because I used to scrape and clean and grout lines. I used to clean shower floors and different things. And this putty knife, just cheapo putty knives, okay? Look at this. This is a cheapo putty knife that I got at Home Depot, okay? These two are the same as that one. Look at that. When they get like that, I don't throw them away. I can still use that for prying on or for scraping on. And it got this low, and I was thinking, I'm gonna throw that away. That's no good for anything. Well, that's perfect for scraping. I've been using that, digging in and pounding on it, and then I can use it sideways. That thing comes in handy, believe it or not. Here, look at this one here. This one got round kind of like that. It used to look like this, but this was a more expensive one. I think this was a hide. A hide, you can't even see the name yet. And it's really, I like this one because it's really stiff. I can't even hardly bend it like I can these cheap ones, see? There's a time and place for all these. I use this for a little pry bar, hammer it in if I want to take a door stop off, tap it in there, then I can wedge on it and stuff. This works really good. I use that for all kinds of wedging and stuff. And I had a screwdriver that got all beat up and the corners got all messed up. So I use that to bang on and to pry on. I use this thing all the time. Just a little pry bar. I don't use it for a screwdriver, of course. Okay? And so hey, once you start doing things on your own, you begin to get an accumulation of different things for your nail bag. Okay, that's all I'm using for that, to clean up, and then I'll concentrate on taking the tack strip down. I made the corporate decision. I'm taking this tack strip off, and the carpet guy, he's already been here. He's already measured. I might just do a courtesy call to say, hey, you might have seen that there was some old tack strip there, but of course I pulled it up, and I'm counting on you to bring your all your other tack strip and do a good job for me, and he will. When he measured it, there was no tack strip in some of these areas. He saw that. So anyway, I'll keep going, and I'll move all this paint stuff a little bit, because I want to get the floor done. I want to get everything done that I can. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to finish this floor. I kind of piecemealed this floor just to check it out before. It had all kinds of staples on it. You can see on a wood subfloor, when you install your carpet pad, when they put it down, they take a hammer tacker, tap, 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 and they do it all the way around the edge, especially in the seams, because they don't want anything to move around before they put their carpet down. Obviously, concrete, they'll glue their edges or go the swirl things out of a quart can and do that around the edges, and then where their seams are, they'll go back and forth like this. And some guys do that. Other guys on their seams, they'll just take a trowel and they might just put some mastic down there and trowel it on the seams, and they might not do anything around the edges. They might just put some tape, some masking tape or something over the top of the edge, and then right on top of the tack strip in one or two places or something, and that's pretty much all they do. Okay, so I thought I would kind of share with you a little bit. Hopefully there's something that I have said on this particular video episode that's going to help you with your project and save you some money. Well, that's all I have for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.